talk to me about what you guys are doing. I mean, like, you guys have your businesses, you're kicking ass, but also you're helping a lot of men think outside the box.
Once you go on the other side and you see that there's a potential, it's not that hard. Two immigrants with no English, we're not that special. We did it, and like I feel like it's our duty. Maybe God made us, helped us in many ways, and now it's our duty to tell others, dude, it's not that hard. You can do it. You can have the best version of yourself. You could be that guy, that gal. They changed your family tree forever, and this is our destiny. Be the best version. We know a little bit about the business. We want to show them how people can invest, the real estate, how we analyze deals, how we get financing.
Just everything A to Z.
Easy, very transparent. We're just gonna put it out there, and then if we can change 10 lives, God bless. If we can change 100, it's so.
If somebody's on the other side of this camera right now and they're like, a piece of advice, you say, hey man, I did this, it changed everything, or I thought this way, and this thinking, if you can still this, it will help you.
First is like number one thing, I would say get the negative thoughts out. To me, that's really deep. It doesn't matter if it's your mom, it doesn't matter who it is. If somebody's negative in your life, including your employees, if somebody's negative, it's a disaster. You got to get them out. And that's my first step.
You got to make sure you have no negative thoughts.
Yeah, because it's like my mind always has to be positive.
Well, and doubt is a traitor. A lot of the times we doubt ourselves. We'd be stupid to be our own traitor, an internal traitor. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big deal. He said, kill negative thoughts. That's huge. Don't be a traitor to yourself.
I would say before you get the people out of your life, the ones that don't believe in you or make fun of you, or like, you know what I mean? When you, like, it's very easy to check who's who. Like, you can make a joke about yourself and then you can see who's smirking. Like, between your friends or your family, when you're at the dinner, be like, yeah, like, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that. And you can see, be like, well, it's okay, like, you know who's thinking that way. So, but then I would probably say first is get rid of it yourself first before you get rid of the people.
Facts.
Believe in yourself. Like, the fact that we're here, Andy, and thank you for inviting us, we're outside of our comfortable. We're just getting our channel started.
Yeah.
It's so easy to say, like, why are you guys doing this? You guys have an accent. You don't really speak full English, even though you lived here most of your life. We're getting outside of our comfort because you got to believe in yourself.
That's right.
I know for a fact, like, it might be somebody might do it faster than me, bro, but I'm not going to quit. So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be tap dancing. I don't care.
Yeah.
You might learn it from the 3rd class. I'm going to go 300 classes. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys think you guys can do, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't, the road is long. Yeah. It's hard. First opportunity, you're going to quit. First crisis, first COVID, first thing they're going to say on TV, like, oh, that's right, I shouldn't have done it. Like, believe it. Like, there's no one that can tell me I can't do something.
Tell everybody what you're doing now. What do you guys do today?
So right now, we have 9 companies, 6 different industries, $25 million in revenue, about 200 employees, about 100 real estate units.
Okay, so I wanted everybody to understand that first and foremost. I love being around winners, successful people, underdogs, overcomers. Dude, I love mental toughness. I love people that have trial, tribulation, that, everybody bet against. I love it. 95% of the world right now, maybe it's another form. Maybe it's like you guys had to learn how to speak this language. Maybe you guys came here and you were looked at weird. In entrepreneurship, when you really put yourself out there, you're looked at weird.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, nothing's changed. Right? And there's eventually a point where people are like, oh, man, I want to be like you. And you may get people now that are like, man, how do I be like you? Or how do I build that? Or how do I have X amount of companies? How do I have 200 employees? How do I do all that? Well, dude, like, you guys thrived in being looked at differently. So, like, that's nothing for you guys. Like, I'm glad you guys had to go through that, because that's what made you guys, like, be successful, truly. Like early on, like, that was great for you guys. Like, that rhino skin, you know what I mean?
What people don't understand is, like, when people count you out, when people don't believe in you, use that as fuel.
Oh, man.
That's what, like, for me, it's like I got in that freaking room. I closed all the doors, the windows, turned off the light. I was like, I'm going to show you. You're gonna count me out. You're not going to ask for my opinion. You don't, like, I'm a stupid immigrant with no English. All right, we'll see.
Yeah, it's the old bet against me phase.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, and that's why we're all the same. Yeah. Like, when people say we can't, we're like, dude, thank you, I needed that.
Yeah.
Actually, that was exactly what I was praying to get today, was you saying that to me.
For sure.
Whatever it is that you're going to do, just total immersion. Become so great at what you do that, like, literally whatever niche you pick, you can become the best at it. Study that practice it, find the people that are dangerous at it, learn everything that they did,
Facts.
kill all your ego, right? Like, be open-minded to figuring out how to get to the top. You know, it seems like adults, as they get older, they have ego. They're a little tougher to learn, to train.
The brokest people have the biggest egos.
Yeah, it's arrogance, broke arrogance. I hate it, man.
Yeah.
You know, you try to tell somebody, yeah, I know that, but and I tried that, but you're like,
You're just like, bro, like only
It
if you
doesn't
knew.
work. Like,
hey, I've even talked to people that are really out of shape, and I'm like, you know, you got to eat clean. They're like, yeah, I do that. You know, yeah, I'm like,
I
bro,
tried.
like, you know, like if you did that, you wouldn't look like this. Like, come on, man. You talk about like diversifying. Like, you guys have a lot of properties. You have all these things. It takes cash flow to be good at something, to make that money, to do that stuff. And a lot of people, again, they have like 7 things, and they're a master of none.
Right.
Yes.
They're just they've mastered nothing. Number one, if you're going to compete against me, let's say, or someone's going to compete against you guys, they would need to only have one thing that they do, and it would need to be exactly what you're doing, and they would have to have equal like focus or more than you to beat you. But if they do 4 things and they're average at 4 things, and you're elite at 1, they can't compete with you when you're only doing 1 thing and they're doing 4.
Yeah.
It's physically impossible. So I think that if anybody becomes successful, they find one thing, doesn't matter what it is, total immersion, become obsessed, be really passionate about it, learn, study, practice, train, 24/7, 365, just totally psycho with that, become a competitor. Then
I
that will pay
agree
you
with
well.
you 100% because a lot of people look at your chapter, Andy, chapter 34, and be like, well, Andy has this, and that.
can't
And
compare
they look
that.
at our chapter 7 and be like, oh, dude, look at chapter 1. We're telling you exactly what you got to do.
Yeah.
Go all in one, and then you can do that. Don't talk to me about chapter 34 when you're at chapter 2.
Yeah, people always come up and they're like, hey, what do you think I should invest in?
yeah, they're looking for shortcuts.
But don't they always ask you that? But then I was asking, how much money do you have? And they're like, $7,000. I'm like,
Invest into yourself.
go buy yourself some training.
Some books,
Go to an
yeah.
event. Go buy a couple books.
Yeah.
Get $7,000 ain't gonna get you. And I'm not
Yeah.
being negative, but
Yeah.
and also
You're being
I'm like,
real.
Well, I'm like, then I'm also like, but $7,000, like you haven't gotten good at anything yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like get
Because
good.
people think they're gonna invest into some like little coin, little stock, and that $7,000 will be $10 million. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, nobody's born with all of this skill.
Correct.
It is learned. Can anybody
Yes.
become this?
Anybody. It's just the only difference is a really smart person can learn it faster. Like Alex Hormozy talks about how he interviews.
Like intelligence.
What he tells is if I give you a new skill, let's say Python programming language, right? How you'll take you different time than it'll take a shot, let's say, to learn it. But you can still learn it.
So everybody's qualified.
Everybody's qualified. And you
We all
just
have talents.
figure out what you're really, really good. You have to be laser focused. Whenever we touch some new stuff, new technology, doesn't matter, new software, we are the best. I'm not saying I am. I try to be the best version of myself every single day.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, less is more, right?
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people, like, want to have that header on their social media. Trader,
19 things.
this, yeah. Dude, do
That's
one really good, and then once you become something and you have the money, then you can, like, invest, diversify this. But be really good at something, whatever it is. Tap dancing.
Yeah.
It could be singing. It
I'm
could
so
be
glad you said
sales.
that.
Just go all in, because it's not about what you put on social media and how people perceive you. Like, people know, like, a lot of people, like, will have a fake watch, take pictures by a parked jet, like, it's not yours. People know, like, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah.
You're just wasting time. Well, how about you disappear? You go all in on whatever it is that God give you a ability. And if you haven't found it, tap into it. Like, I literally started delivering packages to people from home. And I was able to find a way how to make millions of dollars. So don't tell me you don't know. Just start something.
And you guys obviously are self-developing hard right now. You're learning new skills. You're learning communication. You guys are focusing on your fitness. You guys are doing all these things. I think, we were all at the Vault last year, and Patrick was talking about you're going to learn 18 new skills in maybe the next 2 years or whatever he said. And he goes, over the last 5 years, you had to learn, 3 skills, and now over 2 years, you got to learn 18. Really, with the way that things are growing so fast and things are changing, that if you don't self-develop, if you don't self-improve, if you don't learn about these new things, even if you're on top right now, you're not going to be on top for long. Someone's going to take you out. So to me, guys like us that are teaching people to really self-develop, to become greater, to learn new skills. It's the edge that gives you that unfair advantage over your
That's
competition.
100%. Like, to me, one of the points, like, be addicted to learning. Like, I'm addicted to learning. First thing, get a mentor. Somebody that can coach you, teach you something. Somebody that's 1-0 bigger than you. If you're worth 100,000, get somebody that's $1 million.
At least $1 million.
Yeah.
If you're worth 100 million, get somebody at $1 billion. And just learn as many new skills as you can possibly. Even if it's something like I'm learning sales. Even though he says everybody sells, I sold myself to my wife and all that stuff.
You wanted to just immerse in it.
Yes. Now I'm like, because I'm an introvert by nature, but I'm teaching myself a new
You want to
skill.
master it.
Yes, I will master it.
Yeah.
Because anything I touch, I always want to be the best.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And once you meet a good salesman, or you meet a good marketer, right? Or you meet, someone who's good at something.
Yeah.
You're like, shit. If I could do that, I'd be 10 times further.
Yeah.
That's why, like I was telling you, like with Aaron, when I saw his fitness, I was like, if I looked like that,
Yeah.
I would be able to get way more attention. Because it's just like an edge. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing is like the people that's watching, people that are listening, they in their comfort zone again, going back to it. They're like, oh, I don't want to go out, and look at us, like you made it 10 times, and you're still like, I have to be a student of life. I have to learn. Who else can I help me get there? You constantly looking for ways. Me and Vaz, we're reading more books than we ever read in college. People think like, oh, I just I have a degree. They put that up and they never open another book. What's the point? Like you gotta, you have to be. The more you know, the more you know that you don't know.
Patrick David was talking about, like some people have 100 million, some people have 1 billion, some people got 10 billion, some people got 100 million, like some people got 100,000. Like there's some people are peanuts to other people, right?
Yeah.
But once you start to understand the development game, I think that you can change really quick. You can learn information super quick, being around the right people and the right information and the right experiences. But also you can pass people quick if you'll stay hungry.
That's a key element.
Hungry.
That's a key element because I think also the government and the job, what they do intentionally, unintentionally, I'm not sure, they give you just enough for you to not to risk, to not to stand up for something that you believe in. Just enough. So again, these government programs or 9-to-5s, like Vaz was saying earlier, how it was hard for him. The reason is because they created these safety nets. Oh, you have paid time off. You have this health insurance. Just enough so you just be comfortable and never go for something that the God wanted you to do. To be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, you were never going to change anyone's life doing what you were doing. Not everybody, because where you got is success to a lot of people, right?
Right.
But like some people want to pay their bills and some people want to take over the world. And so you wanted to pay your bills. He wanted to take over the world. Obviously, not just pay your bills, but like you wanted to, have that safety net, right?
Yeah.
And then now you guys are out there. You're changing quickly. You're going to inspire a lot of people.